What is the magic of the cervix? Does anything come up for you around that? What the
Yes,
cervix holds?
so much. I actually believe that the cervix, and this is just like in my own findings and my own like understanding and descent, that I believe that the cervix is the portal to the other world, right? It really is this delicious space where we connect into that, really helps us connect with the unseen. And I think that that is our gift as the feminine. I find that the cervix is one of those places that, yeah, it's so delicious. Like it connects to our vagus nerve and it connects to, therefore, our entire body, like our whole nervous system. It connects, there's a thread of connection between like the cervix and the throat and how we use our voice and speak our boundaries, because the womb and the throat were the first two cells that were created in utero, and like our vaginal opening and our mouth. So they're really interconnected, like from the cells. And the cervix is definitely also a portal to the heart. Like there's this really delicious thread energetically and also physically that actually allows us to connect with the heart. That's why people have these really transformational, like God experiences, I believe, when they connect in with the cervix. Via intimacy or via de-armoring. It's like this portal of like love. And that's really important when we look at birth as well, because they pass through that portal, right? And I find that the cervix is one of those places that actually does hold a lot of trauma as well, like a lot of disconnection. So when we work on this layer, it really does just open us up, energetically, spiritually, emotionally. Yeah, it's really pivotal. Like it's the root, like it's the foundation, I believe, of the feminine, and one of those places that often gets overlooked, but very important. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about the cervix and the connection with the vagus nerve.
Mm-hmm.
What do IUDs do from, like, I know that I've had many IUDs in the past,
Okay, I've never
no
had
more,
one.
but okay. But so it's, inserted into the cervix. I'm just
Yeah.
curious what that does to the nervous system. And does anything
It's
come up for you around that?
Is it the one with the hook? Like, is it the T looking
It's
thing
the
that they
T
kind of, yeah, that they put, and it's quite
right
painful
into
to
the
be
cervix.
removed, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it's very painful either to have it put in. I think
Yeah.
removal, I think they're both painful. If I remember, it's been many, many years since I had one, but I'm just curious what that would do to the nervous system, the vagus
Yeah.
nerve, if they're so connected. I mean, I think it
Disconnection.
would be a trauma for
It
sure.
would be a trauma, a disconnection for sure, because the way I remember and recall it in my mind is like it sits in this spot, which actually, yeah, like disconnects the cervix from your body. Like it disconnects that place. And it's interesting you say that, because I know so many women who move through, that have IUDs and then move through like numbness and disconnection and like pain when they're having sex. That's like a common thing I hear. And like it'd irritate the cervix, like it'd irritate you wouldn't be able to connect fully. Like one of the most beautiful things is connecting with this is why sex is so powerful, and we need, because you're connecting with the entire, the entire
Mm.
body, the entire energetic field. It's like you're stimulating that. And that's why people move through healing processes and cathartic releases sometimes when they have sex, and women cry and all of these powerful things. And so if that is like numbed out or disconnected or in pain or irritated, that would absolutely affect how we show up in our body, how we feel our body, even in our relationship. Absolutely. Just like birth control, like numbs you out and you pick partners that you're not chemically aligned to, which
Mm.
is very interesting. And then when people come off it, it's like,
Mhm.
I'm a whole new woman. I definitely feel there is Yeah, I mean, all I'm very not I'm a little bit radical in my approach with these sorts of things that disconnect us from our body. And yeah, I would say that that would have an effect. Absolutely. But again, I don't have like a medical profession, just sitting in my own like felt sense of this at
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, and I don't have a medical background in any sense either,
Mhm.
but I feel like it's something foreign in your body that is
Yeah.
causing a disruption, and that's going to create a disconnection of some sort. And I know, when I was growing up, everybody just went on birth control and did that for many years, and then had an IUD after I had my daughter. So I wasn't putting any hormones in my body. It was a copper one. So it was a much better option. But I feel
Mm.
like the conversation around birth control is coming up a lot more,
Yeah.
where we're talking more about can you hear my dog crying in the background?
Yeah, it's beautiful. The wilderness. I love it. Dog
Oh, it's
joining
my
in.
dog.
Perfect.
He's chiming in. Yeah, the conversation is just becoming louder, I guess, on what actually happens to our bodies
I
when we're
love
on
that.
birth control or IUDs, all that kind of stuff.